I think DevOps PPTs from Madhu sir. Sorry, Sai sir. Python PPTs are there, no? Here we've seen. This is it's prepared by Madhu sir only. I follow this one directly. I given a notes earlier, but go through PPT. There is a web scraping, Flask, that related things also there. So here it is. We start with the backup. So what is backup? Always the first question it is when it is anything. First of all, it is what it is. What is a backup? In generally, you have a data. For example, I have a laptop data is there. What I have done, I copy all the data into my external hard disk. I call that one as a backup. Right or wrong? Right? So,
Right, sir.
Right, sir. Yes, sir.
We can say like that, right? So we take a data, we take the data from our system, put it in somewhere else. Safekeeping. If in case I lost some that related data, for example, operating system files are there. I lost somewhere. So then I can take it from my storage. That is also we can call it as a backup. The basic definition of backup it is. But in generally, originally, if you say backup in a real time, so that it is timestamp is there. Timestamp is there. Hierarchical structure is there. History of backup is there. Meaning is you have a multiple files. For example, you have a multiple data files are there. Okay, you copy all the files and you put it into your pen drive or external hard disk. So we call that one as also a backup. But here it is. Which location you are copied this data? I copy data from D drive. I copy data from E drive. I copy data from F drive. So I have a D drive, E drive, C drive, F drive, like this. I have a drives are there. I copy data from here, data from here, data from here, data from here. I keep it in the one single location. We call that one as a simply a backup, but okay, every data is available here, but you want to restore it and you go to this back files, you want to put it, but which file you copied from which drive, which system, which computer, which system, which location, what is the last date? That hierarchical structure is not there. Okay, of course we can call this one as also backup, but important is restoration. When you do restoration, you must know the original location. In a original location only we are restoring. That is first very important. And maintaining the hierarchy. It means yesterday I have taken a backup. Today I have taken a backup. Tomorrow I will take backup. Like this, you have to maintain the history of the backup. Okay. So this is two important points. Okay. So again, in generally, backup means you have a data. We put all the data files, all the files or data into single file only, single file structure. Not as a individual files. We put everything into single file, just like a .rar, .zip. We've seen a tar file, right? Tar. Okay, like a rar. WinRAR files are there. RAR files, tar files. These are all archiving files. Archiving. Another word for a backup is archiving. Okay, so we keep it in one single file. So then it is very easy to restore it. And in a backup mechanism, the backup softwares, there are very clear. There are very clear with the maintaining original locations, history, hierarchical structures, all there. But so what's it is, we start with the basic lines. The information technology, a backup or a data backup is a copy of a computer taken and stored somewhere else so that it may be used to restore original after data loss event. Okay, referring to process of doing so backup, whereas a noun and object from the backup. Backup can be used to recover data after loss of data deletion or a corruption or to recover data from the earlier time. Okay, I have a data, I done something in it. Now I don't want, I am not able to get a original shape of the data. I want a previous data only. So what I have to do? Restore it from the backup only. I accidentally deleted a data, so I have to restore from the backup only. Data is corrupted. Data is corrupted. Then what to do? We have to restore from the backup only. That is the use of main backup. Backup provide a simple form of disaster recovery. However, not all backup systems are used to reconstitute the computer system. Other complex configurations such as a computer cluster, active directory, something is given. So it is a first very basic thing is what is backup. We are going here. Okay. So when you are studying, let's not require adding information technology, IT technology like that, but it is okay. Copy of computer data taken and stored elsewhere so that it may be used to restore the original data after data loss event. This is not required, so then I remove. Backups can be used to recover data after it lost from the data deletion or corruption or to recover data from the earlier times. So why I'm telling two times, why? Because of, you have to get connected to the certain one or two statements. If question is there, what is backup? So then obviously you have to tell certain things about it. Okay. The last statement is a very bigger one. So then we can go up to here only. So backups provide simple form of disaster recovery. All terminologies are same only. So there's not a much kind of stuff. This is about what is backup. Next. In a backup, first of all, what is backup? Types of backup, architecture of backup, okay, softwares related to the backup. These are things we have to discuss, and some or other one or few more things are there. We'll see that one. It is, you can put all these things together. So this is a backup system architecture. It's a three type of things: standalone backup, two-tier backup, three-tier backup. Okay, standalone, three main backup architecture types. Okay, and in the architecture components, client software, manager, and storage. Okay, I'm telling something. Not like earlier classes, right? How many people are really understand also, I don't know. The backup starting at least. Backup system architecture is composed of at least three main backup system architecture components. Okay, backup client software is required, resides in the backup client, backup manager, backup storage means storage only. Next one is backup architecture. The architecture contains different type of architectures: standalone, two-tier backup architecture, three-tier architecture. I will tell about a basic standalone architecture and some software, means some thing like a software kind of stuff. So first of all, I will close this one. Look at here, guys. I have a computer. I have a data inside, right? I have a data in the computer. Now I take an external hard disk or a DAT, digital audio tapes, or a DDS kind of stuff. I connected it. Okay. Now I configure backup option. For example, you can go to control panel in your system. You can see the backup option. Don't do this practical in your system until unless you are really doing that one. Okay. Just go to backup and restore. You can set up a backup is there. So then it will run the scenario. Just set up a backup. Don't do anything. Just by default in Windows, you're getting a backup option directly. So go to control panel, backup and restore. Windows 7 model it is. Still it is we are using from Windows 7 onwards. Okay. So it is checking. So how to take a backup? We can't take the backup of my system because huge amount of data is there. You can selectively can take the backup, but I don't take backup. Okay. Using this Windows 10 default one, or you can use softwares. Softwares or tools. For example, you are in a Windows 10, okay, Windows 7 or Windows 10 or anything. So directly you can go to control panel. There you can find backup and restore option. File history. File history is also backup related one only. Okay. So backup and restore option. So first one is backup and restore option. File history is a separate one. So we'll give one small space for that one. Okay, backup and restore and configure backup and you can store. So what to do? I told take this data, put it in here, separate location. So this is the standalone model. So I configure backup and restore, and I told this particular data should store in this external location. It will store in that location. So that is a very simple way to say backup and restore. See, it is showing set up a backup destination it is asking. So I'm selecting the last one just to show you only, not to do configuration. Okay, let Windows choose, let me choose. You can choose, let Windows choose also. It is complete your system profile data, your entire C drive, almost like your entire C drive will be backup. Let me choose. You can choose particular data parts only, not all the data. You can choose a particular data like this only. You have to uncheck other things because this will create. So like I want to backup only batch 15 files. I can backup it. Only batch 15, only simple data. Or otherwise, I can select everything, including this system image. I can take the backup. Or otherwise, I will go to let me choose. Okay. So what is the use of this taking backup? If loss of any backup, system corruption and all, you can able to recover it. And of course, there is some more options are there. Repair disk image. I will explain that one. Just to understand the tools, I told this one. Okay. Easy US. Like you buy a external hard disk or a pen drive, like a SanDisk type. So you'll get a different type of backup software, single system backup software, built-in softwares, built-in tools, or you can buy things. Okay. Vault, iDrive, Good Sync, Amazon Cloud Backup. This is the backup. Paragon, Acronis True Image, Nava Backup. Okay, there is a lot of names are there. So these are a simple single system backups also there. Okay. So Easy US, I told Easy US. Okay, Paragon, Nova Backup, Net Backup, Genie 9 Timeline. It is given those names. Also, can go with a Combine Backup, Google Backup and Sync, F backup, backup and restore, backup for all. Okay. So like this, you can use different type of backups. I put some names here. This is for a Google Sync is for a cloud related one. OneDrive, you can store data in the OneDrive if you have a more space in that one. This is also cloud related one. iCloud, iCloud is also cloud related one. So you can use certain softwares, or you can put it in your data into the cloud also. It's my try to explain is standalone type means you have a system, you connect it to backup storage, or you can connect it to the cloud directly. Okay, you put a data into that place, which is a standalone type. So what we required, we need a our own computer, storage device or storage location. Okay, and there is a tool or a software to do it. So this is the requirements of doing a backup. Next, what is this two-tier, three-tier? Two-tier backup and a three-tier backup. We'll see. I will show you in here only. So we use different type of softwares to do two-tier, three-tier type of backup managers. Here's a list of the different backup softwares are there. So we'll see that. The first one I told, standalone backup. So direct attached backup technology. So directly you can attach external hard disk and start taking backup using built-in tools or external softwares. Two-tier backup. See, it's a client, device, backup catalog, backup server. Okay, so nothing much difference between this one, two-tier to three-tier. But it is little differences. Enterprise backup, dedicated storage nodes. But you can see backup is the thing is separated. It's a backup manager. Backup storage nodes are in a single machine, but it is separated here. That is the only one difference you can able to see it. But I will try to explain what is this enterprise type of backup it is. Because one system backup is be done, right? We take a system, we take a backup storage, we connect, and we take a backup. We take a backup of the system and store into device location, right? So we put a data into this one using tools or a softwares. But think in your organization, you have a multiple computers are there. Multiple computers are there. Then can you go and take your external hard disk or a network location kind of stuff? Go to each and every PC. Can you able to take a backup? You have a 10 computers, 20 computers, 50 computers. So more number of computers, more burden to administrator. Yeah, tell me. It is more number of computers. Each computer you'll go and configure a backup, and taking a backup is very difficult. And where to store the data? Where to store the data? That is also big challenging. So what it is we are doing here, we put a one centralized server, which is stored with a, which is like a, we installed some backup application, backup server application. So we install a backup server application. Okay, backup server application installed in this server. Okay, next we have a storage bay, NAS kind of storage bay. Okay, example NAS, centralized network storage, NAS, or maybe you can maintain a DATs in a sequence order also. It depends upon architecture. Usually for just here I'm taking NAS. NAS also we can able to store the data. So what we are doing here, I have a backup software application, server application installed. In a clients, we installed backup client softwares. We install backup client software. Backup client software we can also call as an agent. Guys, this agent terminology is very important to understand, because when you go to the enterprises, means in organizations, companies, they don't go to each and every PC to do something. Okay, so compulsory understand what is this agent kind of stuff. Agent is nothing but a software. It's also a piece of program, okay, which is related to the central application. Central application. It related to central application. So what is the advantage of these agents? It is very easy to communicate to the server through network. Okay, so my application easily can communicate or send information or receive information or check the status through these agents only. Through this agents only. Okay, so what is that agent kind of stuff? So here is my main application. So this is my main server kind of application. It is in generally. So first of all, in generally, you can't take any data from any data access directly from a server, right? So you need to send a request and there is a process. So many things are there. This agent will help you into that one. Okay, so your server software will contact agent directly. So there is a mutual communications with the agent. So you tell something to your agent, agent will do that work. What is the agent? It is also nothing but a piece of software only, which is related to our central server application. You guys understand up to here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Here in the server, I schedule something. I will tell every day morning 9 o'clock. Take the backup. Take the backup of these computers. Then this information go to agent. This information is scheduled at agent. Morning 8 o'clock. They're ready to take the backup. So immediately time is trigger. The agent start taking the backup of system. So what type of backup we configured based on that, but it start taking the backup. What it will do? It take the backup of this PC, take the backup of this PC. Okay, so each agent will take the backup of their PCs and store the data into central locations. For example, so I told take the backup and store into central location. Put the data of C1 in this place, C2's backup in this place, C3 backup in this place, C4 backup in this place. Like that, I configure. Now what happens? Data is backup and stored in central storage. If in case C3 is down, C3 lost the data, C3 disk failure, what I will do it? I replace C3 hard disk, okay, or repair the C3 system. Data lost, I can restore it from the backup, from my server only. No need to go to each and every PC. So first C3 down, C3 crashed, and there is a report, incident report, C3 is crashed. So desktop support engineer went to C3 system, look at the C3 system, and there is a hard disk failure. He replaced the hard disk. you replace the hard disk. For example, you replace the hard disk. Now system is steady, means system is ready. The disk failure, we replace the disk. But the data loss, right? Data loss, then they'll send a information. Restore the backup for the C3. So then my backup admin will sitting on a chair. Okay, very simple. Open the server. So restore C3 backup into C3 machine. So that automatically from your storage directly it is restored into C3 system. So then obviously your system is get ready and start working. So it is like, centralized controlling. Centralized controlling thing will happen. So this is the way of 2-tier or 3-tier backup. So that's it's a backup 2-tier, 3-tier, whatever it is centralized backup management. Okay, so guys understand agents, software, storage, at least for a scenario.
Yes.
Yeah, sir.
Simple system means you have a laptop, easily take a backup. More computers in the organization, difficult to take the backup, and managing the storages is very difficult. So what we are using, we use a centralized machine, central softwares, and we install agents into individual systems, and we can control their system through agent. Control means, so we schedule the backup to the systems automatically. The agent software means client softwares do the rest of the work. Store the data into central storages. If any case of requirement, we can restore the data from central storage. So this is the point I want to tell. So 2-tier, 3-tier backup architectures. So here's a backup client softwares, backup manager, and storage. The manager means the backup manager means, so I open a very simple, like managing my videos, right? It is a management. So I can check, I can post, I can control. Same thing, manager means it is simply a window, that's it. For example, net backup, admin. I'm going to images to see. So this is, see, look at here. This is the admin window. We can manage the devices, storage, reports, net manager. You can use it. Veritas net backup, that is installation window, but this is management windows. Okay, you can manage the net backup kind of stuff, right? Similarly, not only that one, so there is a lot of softwares are there, means enterprise softwares we are talking. Again, softwares or tools used in a 2-tier or 3-tier architecture, means enterprise level. Or 2-tier or 3-tier kind of stuff. I think you got it. So one of the thing is net backup. Okay, net backup. I will show you remaining is look at here. These are the things. Net backup, EMC networker. Okay, EMC networker, net backup, backup exe, Commvault, IBM Tivoli, HP data protector, Datto, VM backup. So you can see it's a backup manager page and backup catalogs. Of course, when you take in a backup, and we have to maintain the backup catalog also. So what are the taken backup today, where it is located, what size, or like that information. So then we can easily search and restore the backup part. Okay. I don't know whether it is going to copy here or not. Let's see. It is not copying. We have to type manually. I think EMC is it belongs to Dell networker. Normally, we take very light about the storages and backups. You know, every day. Every day, lot of data is generating. In regular also, like for example, Google, lot of mail communications, lot of searching, lot of other kind of stuff, right? Documents, something, so many. YouTube, daily we are posting at least more than 2 GB, 3 GB data we are posting, right? Daily we are posting the data into that one. So look at here. This is a yesterday class videos, 4 videos only there. What about others? Okay. It is all around yesterday is a 1 GB, 9114 MB. It is almost like a 1 GB. Sometimes full day classes we are taken. Okay. Full day, sometimes full day classes and all more than 1 GB, 2 GB, 3 GB data. We are posting it. So how to maintain this data? Second, you are maintaining a data. There is a lot of possibility of data loss. There is a lot of possibility of data loss. There is a possibility of data loss. So how to prevent a data loss? Take a backup, right? Like this. VM is now currently everywhere, like including when I open my Facebook also VM, Instagram also VM is showing. So it is also new software, I think so. Okay. Usually like you are using a VMware, vSphere kind of stuff. So for backup purpose, they are using VM. Net backup. Net backup is belongs to Citrix. No, not Citrix. Veritas. Veritas net backup. Still there is a confusion in that one. So net backup is currently belongs to whom? Because of it's keep changing their names like net backup. And so I drive image backup is not that one. Veritas. There is an antivirus software. What is that one? Novel? No. Norton also maintained this no kind of stuff. Okay, semantic. Okay. So this is a Veritas backup related introduction, I think, because it is given by Veritas Tech channel only. Okay. You can go to Veritas site. Best in class and enterprise backup and recovery. So you can go to view solution brief kind of stuff, or just go through once. So what it is, what are the things, what are the benefits of using this one. Instead of administration, we can't show you administration until unless we install it. Or if you can, if you are able to see, no, sir, this is a SaaS project, recovery vault kind of stuff. Okay, we don't get any online demo sessions, also not there. So compulsory backup exe is also belongs to this one only. See, backup exe. This belongs to Veritas. Okay, these are a different type of softwares. We use it at this place. Okay, What to go? What happened? Different backup components are there, like okay, so this is about a centralized backup kind of stuff. So they are giving a backup history kind of stuff also. So again, we'll go to once more without forgetting what we discussed. What is backup? What is backup? Components while you're taking a backup, like a softwares, regular standalone softwares we discussed, and backup storage devices. So not devices, just backup storage. We said like that. Next, 2-tier or 3-tier backup using a centralized software management, like we can backup exe, net backup, emc, ibm tivoli, hp, vm, or dato kind of stuff. Okay, in organizations they will use it. So that's it about your no, not that's it. We'll also complete this backup storage devices. I think this is a very small one only. Where to store the backup? Always, that is another question will come up, right, in a backup. Or you want to cut here? I will cut here. Next one we'll see backup storages or type of backups. First I will tell type of backups because that is very important than anything. Okay, type of backups, very important. We need a time to understand that one also. So that's why we put more time, because it's already 5:20, around 5:20. So just relax 5 minutes. We'll start type of backups. Then once completed, then I will tell you what are the devices we use it. Take a break.